Greg, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. Welcome, welcome. A lot's going on, and this morning, when I open up the show at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to lead with this attack on our great Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Lead stories all over the media are going after Pete Hegseth. Now, the Pope just died, so the death of Pope Francis has pushed the Pete Hegseth story down a little bit because they have all their Pope death stories there. But the lead political story today is a full frontal attack on Pete Hegseth. And then Pam Bondi, which I'll talk about too. And this is the deal. No matter what you read on Twitter, no matter what you read in the media, not only do you have to support President Trump, but he needs you to support his cabinet, as long as he is, okay? Pete Hegseth is a clear and present danger to them, okay? They want him out. He's cutting off a lot of this, he's working with Doge to stop the theft of money from the U.S. Treasury through useless military contracts. He is working with Trump to end wars, not start new ones. And the other day, if you notice, he fired a few leakers that were working for him, that they were getting information from. So they want Pete Hegseth out for a number of reasons. The military-industrial complex want him out for the reasons I just stated. But the Trump cabinet is a very tight-knit group. There's no leaks from the Trump cabinet. They're unified in their loyalty for America, America first, the MAGA movement, and President Trump. And in Trump's first term, the cabinet was filled with Republican establishment leakers and saboteurs. They don't have that this time. They want Pete Hegseth out. And let me tell you, if he were out, they would do a big push to put in that woman with the man hands that has sex with men other than her husband in the family car in parking lots and behind restaurants and in a government office. I'm talking about Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is a military-industrial complex warmonger, and they want her to replace Pete Hegseth. Maybe even Ron DeSantis, because he was in the military. But they want someone in there that's part of the establishment in that cabinet to sabotage and leak. And the Pentagon, the military-industrial complex, I mean, they're just, it's all ending for them. So that's their primary focus. You've got to stick with the Trump cabinet. Now, if Trump comes out and fires someone, that's a different story. But Trump's standing strong with his cabinet. The other thing with Pam Bondi, there's a lot of posts on X trying to get MAGA people to turn against Pam Bondi because we don't have any lawfare arrests yet. In fact, I saw there's this new trend online with people's action figures. Have you seen this? And then they make a comment based on the accessories that come with the action figure. And they have this action figure. I saw this on X this morning. It's of Pam Bondi, and it has a space for 3 or 4 different accessories. The first one, it says Epstein files, and the other ones are empty, and it says arrest. Yeah, the Pope passed away, yes. So, don't let them turn you against Pam Bondi or Pete Hegseth. This is what they're trying to do. They want to divide MAGA, they want to divide the Trump cabinet, and they want to get some Republican insiders to screw things up in that administration. See what I mean? Like some idiot here. Pam Bondi and Kash Patel must be fired. See, one of the reasons that they're, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, because Dan Bongino's let us know this. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are doing major investigations right now, as is Pam Bondi, on the lawfare. But it takes time. But the people that have been questioned by Kash Patel's FBI, the people that have been called into grand juries to testify, they all know what's going on. because they've been questioned, they've been interviewed, or they've been in front of a grand jury. So there's a lot of panic among these people. So they're putting in a lot of pressure through social media, or they're giving the illusion that there's pressure from the MAGA movement to get rid of Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, because the people they're interviewing, the people they're investigating, the people that have been in front of the grand juries know they're doing work to bring them to justice. We don't know about it yet. It's grand juries and things are secret. They're keeping a tight lip because they don't want it debated in the public. But that's what's going on here. So you got to stand strong with Pete Hegseth and Pam Bondi. Now, so far as the Pope passing away, I'm Catholic, you guys know, that watch me all the time. That's not the kind of thing you talk about on a talk show. There's no, what do you say? He passed away, and we're going to get a new Pope, and that's all you can say. I mean, there's no real discussion about that. There's no, what do you call it, a hook or controversy. There's not much to say about it, so we won't be talking about that too much on the show today, other than maybe a mention. You know. But I saw J.D. Vance with the Pope yesterday, and the Pope did not look well. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. No doubt about it. Yeah, I know. It's sad that he passed away, but there's not a discussion about it, really, you know. No, he did not look well with J.D. Vance. He wasn't even talking. The guys that were with him were doing all the talking. Catholicism is Christianity. It's the original church. And it's not a denomination of Christianity, by the way, like Baptist or something, no.